We know they had time travel. Yo! What it do, Ski? It's your boy, Farewell34. Today, guys, we're checking out Stargate Atlantis. This one's season number 1, episode number 15. This week's going to be interesting just for the fact that Stargate SG-1 came in with one of the best bangers we've had in all of its run. I absolutely loved it. So it's going to be, I'm going to say it's almost going to be impossible for SGA to even come close to where this episode was. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That being said, let's dive into it. Smack the like button. Subscribe if you haven't dived. And, of course, as always, links in the description down below if you guys want the full unedited raw reactions and more. But with that being said, beautiful people, dial the gate. All right, Weir is reflecting. Missing her boy.
Hey, it's just stealing a breath of fresh air.
Return
Are
it.
you off exploring the city?
About to. This up on the mainland, the Ethosians made it. Happy birthday.
Oh, HPD. You got some bread?
How did you find out?
Mom's the word.
You know, she needs a break. Let's take her off-world. Off Atlantis.
All right, we're done with the living quarters, moving on. Somewhere pretty nice, actually.
But what kind of square footage are we talking about?
I'm a realtor, Rodney.
I was about to say.
Here to unlock the secrets of Atlantis.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking for a one-bedroom with a den, preferably with a balcony, but I'm not married to it.
That's a little crazy in Toronto's market.
Sir, check this out. What is it?
Some
It's a
sort
lab.
of laboratory.
We come across dozens of those, but the city's full of them. Something unusual about it?
This laboratory's got chambers of individuals. Hey, yo!
I'd have to say, yes.
I mean, now this does look like a chamber of a said individual. Maybe I spoke too soon. My face is really oily. I even do like a whole skin, like face routine, but it's still oily. So I always, like, my glasses always... Actually, that's an interesting thought. Which show had more higher ratings? SG-1 or SGA? Because I know they were sort of like... This is obviously the spin-off. But I know some of you guys said, like, some people were only fans in this show, or because the SG-1 was more of like an older series. Some people start off with SGA and stay with SGA and they didn't care about overlapping to the series. Before I sleep...
looking at her all day. What we gotta do is get her out of this box.
Rodney, we can't
Poison.
take that chance. Look at her. She's at least 100 years old.
Technically, she's in a state of metabolic stasis. Aging slowed considerably, yes, but not entirely suspended.
You are saying this woman is still alive?
Yes. She's been in that chamber for 10,000 years.
Yikes.
10,000 years?
Get us some water.
Day over 9,000.
She'll continue to age at a very slow rate until she dies, which...
The process of reviving her might actually kill her.
We cannot let this chance to talk to a living, breathing ancient slip through our fingers. Again.
And who
Yeah,
knows what
we-
state of mind she'll be in. Not to mention the fact that she might be carrying some horrifying contagion.
And who knows
Yep.
what she knows about our city? More importantly, does she know about any ZPMs lying around?
Ah, there's a thought.
That'd be an odd cut. Oh, there's a
Revive
thought.
her.
Calling her a
Don't take
thought.
this one.
Thank you.
If she remembers anything at all.
Well, we kind of just did this not too long ago with the ancient wraith. Now we have the ancient.
Breathing shallow. Pulse rapid.
What is it?
It's a note.
Gate addresses 5 of them.
Oh, wow. Oh,
G677. We've been to this planet.
whoa.
Dr. Weir?
Whoa.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
I thought she wasn't frozen.
10,000 years. You expect her to dance a bloody jig.
It was the
Hey, yo.
Of course you can see us.
Yo, give her some space.
Hello, how you feeling?
Oh, you're about to get choked, dog.
It worked.
What was that?
She said it worked.
What was that?
I assume something worked.
Yes, it's very sharp.
Thank you.
Well, if there's one, I bet there's a couple more.
Too big, huh?
I'm not saying it's too big. I'm just pointing out its dimensions.
Is our patient awake?
Aye. And she's saying the most peculiar things.
Yo.
On our way.
My name is Samantha Carter. It worked.
But there's something a wee bit odd about this woman. She called me Carson. I was alone in here when she woke up.
No, what about subconsciously?
Confirmed? Someone from the future?
Being able to
No,
hear.
no, it's more than that.
We know they had time
She
travel.
knows things.
Yo! Chill!
You.
You know us.
I didn't think I'd see any of you again.
Any of us? Whomst are you?
Missed you all
Missed you all?
so terribly. Even you, Rodney.
Is it weird?
I'm sorry? Do we know you? Oh, yes.
Oh, it is weird.
I'm you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, it's I'm an idiot. I was in the right train of thought. It wouldn't be Carter. It would be her. Plus, it's her birthday. Old age makes sense.
She somehow found a way to travel back in time to when the ancients inhabited the city.
Well, let's not be too quick to exclude the possibility that the woman might be,
A fraudster.
clinical term, nuts. Extremely difficult to achieve, mind you. You need the technology to manipulate black holes to create wormholes not only through points in space, but time.
Not to mention a really nice DeLorean.
Don't even get me started on that movie.
I like that movie.
Results of the DNA test.
101?
It's a match.
Yep.
She is you.
She's a little mellow for the fact that you're seeing yourself die. A little concerning, don't you think?
Why didn't the system automatically attempt to revive her the moment we got here? Answer, it did. I've been going over the data from our arrival. It was a sudden power surge in the section of the city where the stasis lab was. It was trying to revive her. Only we didn't know that. So we shut down all secondary systems. I almost killed her.
You?
You. Weird as that, huh?
Some large implications here, no?
Very, very weird.
This is the first time time travel has been, like, canon.
Yourself.
Actually, how you will be different than how she is.
She will be, because her fate is different.
See, the moment she went back in time,
Different
she created a separate reality. A second you living in a parallel world. The universe is in fact split into an infinite number of copies of itself, in which every possible outcome to every decision ever made all exists somewhere in this infinitely layered multi-universe.
I had a note. Yes.
Forgive
What are
my
the 5
bluntness,
gates?
but we really need to know everything about your encounter with the ancients, beginning at the point where you went back in time, specifically how you're useful.
You gotta be quick.
Ready?
No, I rate him. You gotta. No, you gotta hurry. Forget the.
We arrived through the Stargate. The lights came on by themselves.
Actually, this might be a goated episode, depending on how this goes.
This must be the control room. This is obviously their version of a DHD. Oh, wait a minute. Back up a second. That isn't the way it happened. Everything came online when we arrived. I was able to access the database immediately.
That's not what happened. Not the first time.
Excuse me? Run it back?
If I administer a stimulant, I'm afraid
It'll burst
it
her
may
heart.
induce a dangerous arrhythmia. Or worse.
I'm not talking about a strong stimulant, just enough to keep her alert for a few more minutes at a time.
Also, it's cheating. You can't do that, bro.
Carson, I understand your reticence. But trust me when I say I believe she can handle it. I'm just as freaked out about all this as you are. How's our patient doing?
Pressure's improving, and as you can tell, she's much more alert.
All right, yo, give us a quick. Write down everything we need to know about the gate to get home. Where are the ZPMs? First question. Am I right? Forget the tour. She's been here.
The city didn't rise the first time around?
No,
Okay.
no. The city was in serious trouble.
We're trying to interface these consoles with a temporary battery power, see if we can access the city's main power systems and get this place up and running.
Dr. Ware, Colonel Sumner, can you come down here and meet me, please? We're through.
So it might really be the lost city of Atlantis.
Say that's a good bet.
Oh my god.
This could be a problem.
So this is a what if.
Oh no. The city has a shield. Some sort of energy force field holding the water back. That is, it had a shield. Power systems are nearing maximum entropy. Our arrival hastened their depletion big time. I doubt our Nakba generators can supply enough power to sustain the shield, and we probably don't have enough time to try. When I say rapidly collapsing, I mean rapidly.
I need you to order all your security teams to stop searching the city and fall back to the gate room immediately.
Did not make it.
Sumner, do you copy?
Dr. Ware, this is
It just turned into a wet and wild park.
Colonel Sumner drowned?
We should start evacuating people through the Stargate.
We can't. Whatever power's left in the system's be diverted to sustaining the shield. I'll try to interface the gate with one of our generators. Hopefully there's enough time.
This is cool.
Access to Stargate control system. See if you can locate any gate addresses in the data.
I guess this is cool. I guess as the writers, like, you can use this as like a nice exercise to get like your plan Bs or your plan Cs out in a fun way, right? They're the alternative routes to your stories. It's cool.
Get back to Earth, but maybe we'll have enough to gate elsewhere in Pegasus.
Some of our team discovered a bay full of what they're calling ships.
What am I looking for? See how many people they can fit. Maybe we can fly out of here.
Oh, 4 is not going to make it.
Two
Confirmed.
piers of the city are almost entirely flooded.
Dr. Weir, these ships look like a good fallback. They can hold several people each. Learning how to fly them is going to be another matter.
I'll see if I can pull up a schematic, find a way out.
That's a different control console. I radioed
Time travel.
He's on his way over to check it out.
Good,
Yep.
I'm on my way too.
Established in SG-1. Brilliant.
Open the doors, but it's seriously hampering efforts to repower the Stargate.
Also, keep in mind, this Rodney is much less informed than our current Rodney.
I don't want you waiting too long to get up to the bay.
My boy
How are we
Z.
doing?
This ship is different than the others.
Yeah, we know that. Why? What's it do?
I do not know. We need more time.
Damn.
Locate doors leading out of the control room.
Kill the fan favorite.
Can you get it open?
I'm trying.
Bruh, oh my god. I can't even. The gate has fallen.
Keep trying to retract the roof. As soon as it opens, you go.
Rodney!
Look, there's no time to argue. Catastrophic failure is imminent. Just lock yourself in and go.
Within seconds, the control room was flooded.
Oh my
I gave
god.
up trying.
One of me's in the multiverse
you.
died? Huh? Relax, buddy.
Trying to save the lives of others.
But ultimately failing.
Because there was no fail-safe the first time. Atlantis remained on the ocean floor. The shield completely collapsed while attempting to get our people into ships. We, along with Dr. Zelenka,
See, this is getting interesting. Terrifying, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think I just turned it on. Stand by, Sergeant.
Fuck, you're gonna
Not
see
much for
bodies
instruction
flying on the
manuals, but I can use
windshield.
one right about now. What happened?
Now what did you do?
Oh, I just...
what was that? We're under attack. We didn't know where we were or who was shooting at us. That's when Carson.
Excuse me?
This is Becca. I need medical assistance in the conference room ASAP.
Well, here's an interesting question. If we had not waken up the Wraith, whomst were these people in the ships?
It's very unsettling.
So you thought this place couldn't get any weirder.
Well, it's obvious. The puddle jumper they escaped in must have been some sort of a time machine. Had to have an additional component built into it.
So we can find it.
Why don't we ask her?
Depends if they were mass produced or not.
Oh, they're shooting at us. The better question is, how do we shoot back?
Is this gonna connect to the SG episode? Like this is the actual one? Interesting.
Next thing I knew, I woke up here.
What do you mean now?
So what do you mean it worked then?
No, then Jonas. He healed my wounds and explained to me what had happened.
Your ship.
Major Shepard, Dr. Zelenka?
Dead.
No one survived.
Ah, the bitter taste of ultimate failure.
Well, if you had just figured out how to fix the damn shield in the first place, none of us would have died.
I did everything I could, including valiantly attempting to save your story.
Gentlemen, a time machine. He was the one who built it. After
Yo.
I was feeling better, he brought me before the Atlantean Council.
We welcome you to the
Whoa.
city of Atlantis.
Whoa.
We've been under siege for many years and have submerged our city as a measure of protection.
Yes, it's extraordinary. It's how we found the city when we came through the Stargate.
Whoa, this is
Yes.
big.
10,000 years from now.
They told me of beings called wraiths, a vicious, formidable enemy whose power and technology rivaled their own. The Atlanteans sent a delegation, protected by their most powerful warship, in the faint hope of negotiating a truce. One-on-one, the Atlantean ships were more powerful. It was only a matter of time.
See, they could have made a whole series on this genre. Sorry, on this period.
Where will you go?
Atlanteans with the Wraith.
I'm sure you must understand my desire to return to the future, to my people.
You can't.
I was hoping I would be able to use the time machine again and program it to arrive at the precise moment we came through the Stargate. See, the power system.
She's like, you don't get it.
Virtually depleted when.
Oh.
Causality is not to be treated so lightly.
No one's treating it lightly.
Your insistence on continuing the experiments, despite the condemnation of this council. We order you to cease these activities, and yet...
We are about to evacuate this city in the hope that it will lie safe for many years, and then one day our kind will return. Because of my experiments, that we now have the opportunity...
Enough!
Okay, big Time Lord energy here. This guy's a master. And this is Razalon.
And all the materials connected with its design. You are welcome to return to Earth with our people.
The last set of test results only confirm the obvious. Their skeletal, muscular, circulatory, and neuroendocrine systems have all been decimated by age.
I don't know how much time I have left to tell the story I have waited so long to tell. Thankfully, I had an ally.
You need to talk to Moros. Dr. Weir was brought here through no fault of her own. She shouldn't be punished for it.
She's free to come with us back to Earth and live among our
She needs to return to her time, not remain in ours.
That's not possible. Able to come here.
If they can't come, the city may never be found.
But the lives of her expedition would be saved.
Thank you for your generous offer. But we are explorers.
We're getting into some timey-wimey nonsense here, yo. This is starting to get a little,
Of course, Janus refused to concede defeat.
big for my brain.
It was all I could do to try to keep pace with him.
There is one small problem, however.
Proximity?
Someone will need to remain behind in the city to transfer the power from one device to the other.
Over thousands of years?
It is possible.
The transport ship was inbound. It was taking heavy fire.
Begin evacuation. We must leave. Now.
So confirmed, Elizabeth has saved the day.
That miserable Baltic negotiation. What Simon told us afterwards. Breathe, among other things. Shepard couldn't keep it to himself, huh? I'm just saying, stop being so damn hard on yourself. I didn't second guess it then. And I don't regret it now.
Damn, she really said, my life motto is Comtria. Not gonna lie, it's kind of odd seeing the Ancients.
Janus prepared the stasis chamber for me. Said it would be like a deep, dreamless sleep.
That's kind of crazy.
The system to revive you twice at intervals of approximately 3.3 thousand years, so that you can rotate the ZPMs. I'll give you instructions on how to reactivate the stasis process afterwards.
Getting the shakes.
Look, I feel that I must tell you that there is a possibility, remote as it is, that this might not succeed.
I know.
It's impossible to predict what'll happen over such a long period of time. I'm convinced that you will survive.
You're gonna build another time shield.
Doubt I'll succeed. Think that the council will be watching my every move.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
I blocked all addresses to the gate, except Earth. You will be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the hope that Atlantis will survive another 10,000 years after you discover it again.
So that just filled in the gap of the entire premise of the show thus far, right? Now, all the reasons why the failsafes were set in place were all because of the mistakes that were made for the first Weir, for the second Weir, which is our Weir. And yeah, right? We also got a live look of the Atlanteans coming to Earth 10,000 years ago, as they sort of became us, right? If I'm not mistaken. But wait, I imagine having one last question.
And then I was alone.
Station letting out some nice rips. That blue gate, it's clean. I'm not gonna front. That's a clean ass gate, eh? Now I may not be appreciating the significance of this episode at this very second.
My long journey home.
But here we are.
It worked. The stasis, the failsafe. You gave up your entire life. No.
We did.
Because we are the same person. The best part of my life is just beginning, exploring a new galaxy.
Damn, that kind of hits. She's giving her the opportunity.
Ahead of me still.
She's giving her the opportunity to get better RNG.
Trust yourself, Liz. Has Rodney figured it out yet? 5 gate addresses. Outposts.
Hey, yo.
Each one.
With anything you need?
0-point module.
Oh, let's go!
Janice told me.
That's 5 of them. Minimum.
They could still be there. M7G677's on here. I mean, this is amazing, Elizabeth. We've got...
That's a level of trauma that I don't know I can identify with. Is your ashes in there? Putting your ashes in the gift on your birthday. That's a nice jacket.
We're about to start our mission briefing, so...
I'll be right there. Actually, John, give me a minute, will you?
Enjoy the sun, the breeze, the green screen and all. And that was my reaction video to Stargate Atlantis season number 1, episode number 15, y'all. This was a sleeping time travel episode. I guess you could call We're Sleeping Beauty. You know, I feel like I don't know how I feel about this episode off of first glance. I think it's more like I just need to process it a little bit more because we do have some pretty sizable reveals here, right? We get to see the Ancients. We're diving more into the level of time travel. The Ancients all going to Earth 10,000 years ago. I'm trying to siphon through my head, like, what is new information? What is old information? What is this? How big of an event is this? On first glance, I mean, this does really justify a lot of the things that happened in the premiere that were question marks before this, right? Why did the base have all these sort of safety mechanisms? Why did things turn on? Why did we prevail in the first episode, right? So it fills a lot of those gaps in, and interestingly, it was done through Weir going through this time machine after the one reality fell through. So I think that in and of itself is a really cool idea. Now, I also think the way they presented it here was also pretty digestible and entertaining. Now, I didn't think this was the most maybe outstanding emotional performance from Weir, especially when it comes to like seeing yourself die. I think there's moments where it sort of came through, like that ending, but for the most part it was serviceable, and I got the idea across. But I don't know if I loved, usually you guys know when it comes to story in this sort of a vein, I am head over heels. For me, I just thought it was fine, but I do think this could be an interesting, a pretty big episode. I could see this as a pretty massive episode, right? For the ancient elements, to the council for the first time, very reminiscent of like Doctor Who, from the time travel sort of Janice guy, reminding me of like the Master almost. But I thought all those elements are interesting. Funny to see some of our characters all die, sort of like riffing on the idea that I'm like, well, at least I went out trying to be a hero, like in Rodney's situation. So yeah, I think this is an episode I've got to think about a little more, think a little bit about more, and I'd also love to hear what you guys thought about this one, spoiler free, obviously, for where we currently are, in the comment section down below. That was Atlantis 1x15. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to smack the like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Yeah, with that being said, y'all, I will see you guys for next week's episodes of SG1 and SG8. We're going to be doing double bubbles. I believe it's going to be like 2 SGs and then 1 SGA and then 1 more SG1. So SGAs are going to be a thing, one behind, but then I think it'll all make I have a chart that I'm following, so it's all going to be square. So that being said, beautiful people, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.